Hi everyone, this is the first pick a pile on my channel and it's going to be career based. So I try to keep the decks around the same amount of cards for each pile, but as you know, sometimes Spirit has different plans. So I'm going to hold the piles up and I'm going to timestamp when they start. So see which one you gravitate towards and then go to that. It's not going to be long, and if you need clarification, you can always get me in the email address. And if you have ideas for future pick-a-piles, that's always welcome too. It's fun and I love it. And well, we'll see how successful it is, this being my first one. But I have loved it in the past when I have seen it on other channels and when I have done it in personal readings. So we'll see. All right, if you're here for career and you feel pile one, this is it. See how that feels. This is pile 2. See how that one feels. And then we have pile 3. So pause this for a moment. See which number is ringing in your head and then go to the timestamp. Again, if you need clarification, don't be afraid to contact. You can also follow me on social media and, well, give advice from there. Let's see how this goes. So if you picked pile 1, here we go. Chaos and conflict in reverse. Tick-tock. Respect. Coming to life. Listen. Divine helpers, victory. Motivation. And Zana. I think that's how you pronounce it. So what I'm getting from this is you try to be a friend to everyone and blur the lines of boundaries with either coworkers or clients or bosses, and really it is a downfall for this time. You can't allow yourself to be taken advantage of, and you can't work against others in this. You can't be everyone's friend and have that blend with business that works for some people. It's not working for you, and you and your career are suffering because of it. It doesn't matter what people think of you. It matters what you think about yourself. And right now, you are exhausted. You can be friendly, you can be cordial, but you cannot be everything to everyone. So I am suggesting that you kick back. Well, this is suggesting that you kick back, relax, let things fall away, listen to what you're being told to do, recreate those boundaries. It is necessary for you. That little spark of inspiration is going to be what causes people to regain their motivation, their sense of drive in work. I feel like you've been taken advantage of a lot in this. Your kindness, not in a malicious way, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that you've been the fun person for too long. People aren't taking you serious, and you want to be taken serious. You want that sense of having control, because then you can control the success that happens in your business. You want work to get done. You want to wake up unexhausted anymore, and that's perfectly fine. This isn't going to be a letdown on your part. You're not going to be hated for it. And again, all that matters is what you truly think about yourself. So allow yourself to show that backbone that you do have. Keep the boundaries between customers, yourself, and the employees or the bosses, depending on what your situation is in career. Make sure that you keep those lines respectively in place. All right? You can be friends outside of work, but I wouldn't blur those lines for you in work. This is going to be something where you're actually going to be surprised how well people respond. People sometimes work really well with boundaries. Listen to what you're being told to do. Listen to that inner guidance. If you have that divine spark of inspiration of what you should be doing, and if you should pull back on a certain time limit, time slot, and distributing schedules towards everyone, do it. Whatever rings true to you. It is time. This is really you just working against yourself. Get out of your own head. Get out of your own way. I am just as guilty in my life as accidentally getting in my way. And it used to spring from that people-pleasing aspect in the past. I don't feel like that's where a lot of you are coming from, though. I feel like you just want to be friends with everyone. You have good intentions. You think that that's going to be the best route and success for you, but you still have to be the voice of reason. So that is what I'm recommending that you do. Get out of your own way. Reaffirm boundaries. That's going to increase the motivation and avoid the drama of it all. Well, avoid the drama of being too interpersonal. Yep. Okay. If you chose pile 2, we have breathe, deep knowing, record keeper, intentions, joy, opportunity to forgive, giving and receiving. Yeah, I get that these were all kind of a little off on the amount of cards per pile, but again, Spirit has their reason. Grace, healing from the past, new exercise program, and Francesca. So, what this is saying, for one, relax, keep your intentions pure, make sure that your intentions are intact to begin with. You get the vibes. You get the vibes of those around you, and you see how it rejects your own, or you see how you are rejecting other people's vibrations or intentions. And even though you have that off feeling, you're still not trusting it. And it's kind of screwing you over in this instance. You feel like you're being taken for a ride, but you feel like this is going to lead to a much larger success for yourself. So what this is telling me is call people out in a tactful way when you can, and make sure that if you have been the one at fault, that you can actually stand there and say that you made a mistake. You have to allow for the situation to unfold naturally. Don't hold back anymore. Don't blow off those little hinges of intuition, because you know that they're there. You are a deeply intuitive person. You watching this, we are all intuitive. You're a little bit more open, and I love that. Keep building on that. Make sure your intentions are always rightfully displayed. It would be a disservice to anyone dealing with you if they thought one thing and you were doing another. In a way, it makes them feel like you're taking advantage of them. This is an opportunity to balance out everything at work, everything going on, everything that you want for your career. This is going to allow you to get props when you solve a problem. This is going to allow for balance. This is going to allow you to address problems at work. Give credit when it is due. And you may be able to work out the misintentions of people before. I don't feel like it was a huge ill will. I feel like everyone wanted to build up a bank account or a status even, whatever the storyline calls for in your world. But people wanted a large name, and they didn't really pay attention to the cost and what that would do to others. So address it. It is forgivable, as is everything else. And this is mendable. I hope that that resonates with you. Grace. This is working with forgiveness. This is you moving forward and working on a new pathway. healing from the past, new exercise program. That doesn't necessarily mean a new exercise program. This is you recreating a new program at work, learning from past mistakes, learning off each other, listening to others, everyone coming to the table authentically, bouncing ideas off each other. So I hope that that resonates. Be honest, completely honest with what you expect and want from others, and allow them the same opportunity with you. So see what fits, see what doesn't, and build up from there. Let me know how that resonates for you, if it resonates. And if you have chosen pile 3, all right. Okay, we have go the distance, soulmates, co-create, butterfly, transformation, coming together, perfect timing, imagination, shadow, take the next step now, religion and spirituality, and we have Caressa. So this says you are at the end of a cycle in your life, call upon your angels to comfort you and guide you to the next step. Happiness awaits you now. So if you chose pile 3, chances are you're an entrepreneur, and your ideas for entrepreneurship is something that makes your soul sing, and your ideas for business are really strong in foundation. This is not going to be just a phase in your life like everything else in the past was, which was actually pretty serendipitous because it led you to this aha moment, this I'm going to do this, this is my calling, and I'm going to fulfill it, which is wonderful. This is true for you. You are setting a path, and you are meeting the correct people. You are meeting the correct business partners. You are getting the loan. I see you getting the position. Well, the location is what I mean to say. You have everything just working out perfectly, which really should be an indicator of divine timing. And it is completely different path than you were on before. You have gone through so much change over the recent years. I want to say like 2 years, depending. I'm getting an average of 2 years. If I'm wrong, so sorry. Again, this is a collective third pile. Let me know if you need clarification on your own. The worst is over for you. You have made a decision. Stand firm in it. You are becoming this beautiful butterfly just coming out of that cocoon. You went through the mess. You went through the hard lessons. You went through the sense of failure. You don't have to be that anymore. You don't have to worry about this failing. You've made sure all your stones are turned. You've looked through every nook and cranny. Now it's just time to watch your baby to come into fruition. In the past, your ideas for business or your ideas for career seemed solid, and that's why you're so hesitant now. It seemed like you had those clicks, but there was that always that little undertone of, oh God, what if? I should have a plan B. There is no more plan B for you anymore. Plan B means that plan A is not going to work. Yeah. So don't worry about the past. Learn from those mistakes. It is perfectly okay and natural. I mean, those were all learning lessons in getting you here. Trust the process. Someone out there is getting help. I hope they're okay. Trust the process. You've been through the worst. Expect and assume the best. Perfect timing, divine timing. Everything is coming to a head right now. That is the theme. Old cycles ending, new cycles emerging. This is not the same old story for you. This is perfect setting. This is going to be where the field is growing exponentially for you. Trust it. Know that the people who are coming in by chance in your life, those are your soulmates in this. It doesn't have to be romantic. Soulmates is part of your soul family, simply put. Sometimes soulmates will mean romance. Sometimes, well, there's all sorts of karmic. I'll do a separate video about that. But there's all different types of connection that people have. This is going to allow you to work on your shadow self, bring illumination to your fear. This is going to be so much fun and creation for you. This is going to be a creative process for you. This is going to be a playing ground for you. You got to get out of your way of feeling like you don't deserve it or that you can't handle it. Something's flying. Let your imagination wander and follow it where it goes. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid that your dream is too big. This is really a wonderful creative project for you, and it's going to come together perfectly. I really love your pile 3. Take the next step right now. This is part of your spiritual awakening. This is part of your new beginning and process. It's like you're completely starting new in life. I have almost no doubts that you just were brought through the ringer, and now you are building from the ground up. Perfectly okay, perfectly acceptable. Allow for the spiritual awakening and new birth of career. This is going to be a very fulfilling thing for you. So, guys, I hope that you all enjoyed your piles. It is a pile of awesomeness. If you want more clarification or to book your own personal reading, hit me up in the email. And I will be posting the romance next. So I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe. Have fun.